Jubilee. Here on my channel, I talk about conscious creation, manifestation, and the law of assumption. There is just one thing that I want to clear up before I get into this video, and that is the community that I want to build here is one where we are supportive, kind, and compassionate towards one another. So if that sounds like you, welcome and thank you so much for being here. Let's get right into the video. So this video is going to be about what to do after you've reacted to the 3D. So this video is based on a post that I made a few weeks ago on my Instagram. I'm not gonna read it word for word, but I just thought I would make it into a video because it's pretty important. So ideally we wouldn't react to the 3D because it's old and dead. It's just a reflection of old past thoughts. So if something is coming up in the 3D that is unwanted or not ideal, the best thing to do would be to try your best not to react at all and be detached and sort of just say okay and be neutral and just kind of be the observer and not be so emotionally reactive to every single thing that comes up, because ultimately you have created it, because your thoughts create your reality. So if something unwanted is coming up, whether it's wanted or unwanted, somewhere along the line your consciousness has created that. So on the post, I say what to do after reacting to the 3D. Forgiveness, remembering who you are, and how to get back on track. So conscious creation is discipline of the mind. So like I said, ideally we would be disciplined enough not to take something personally or get triggered by things, because arguing or resisting things in the 3D is just putting more focus on that which we do not want. Where focus goes, energy flows, and your thoughts are creating all of the time. It never stops. So anytime that you react or resist something that comes up, you're focusing on stuff you don't want. So learning how to consciously create is focusing on that which you do want, so that you can create what you do want rather than what you don't want. So when something comes up in the 3D that's not ideal and it's testing you, ideally you would just kind of roll with it and be like, that's interesting. Don't know where I created that, but let's focus on what we do want. That being said, we are human and we are going to get triggered by things. So this video is kind of about, okay, you've reacted, so now what? I've been thinking a lot lately that manifestation and conscious creation is not for the faint of heart. You really need to be committed to where you're going and committed to creating the life of your dreams, or bringing positivity and the things that you want into your life. You have to be really committed to that. And it's not for the faint of heart, because things are going to pop up from your old patterns of thinking that are going to try to suck you in. And well, we try not to let it suck us in, but sometimes it does. And this isn't just, I am by no means, I don't consider myself to be above anybody else, okay? This is a reminder not only for everyone else, but for myself as well. Like, we all need to be reminded of this, myself included. So conscious creation is a lifestyle. It never ends. We're always gonna see things coming up, and it's a constant learning. It does get easier as time goes on. The more that you discipline your thoughts, the easier it is, because you'll see more positivity coming up in your 3D than negativity. You just have to keep shifting your focus. But anyways, when you're triggered and you've reacted and you're feeling not so great, what I have learned to do is to do whatever you can do to get back to a neutral space. So in my previous video about the difference between the law of attraction and the law of assumption, in the law of attraction community, they talk a lot about vibration and how you need to be constantly positive and you need to constantly be in a high vibrational state to be able to get what you want. And that's just not true. You can be affirming through the times when you're feeling not so great. You can be affirming that whole time. And you could be feeling really crappy and you're still just saying your affirmations about the positive thing that you're trying to create. And sometimes when you're triggered, you don't feel like doing that, and that's fine. Like if you're reacting to something and the 3D has sucked you in and it's like, you can't even muster the courage to, you don't even want to even say your affirmations, that's okay to take a break. So if you're feeling that way, to get back to a neutral space, it's going to be different for everybody what would get you back to your neutral space. So basically do what makes you feel good. If you play an instrument and that makes you feel good to play a nice piece of music, do that. You could meditate. You could take a nap. You could go for a run, exercise. You could take a bath. Something that helps you clear your mind. So there's something called EFT tapping. I've tried it once and it didn't do much for me. I might try it again to see if I can get the hang of it, and maybe it will resonate with me. But you can look up EFT tapping, that might work for you. Reading, listening to music, the list goes on, whatever calms you down and gets you to a neutral space. I took a course a few years ago on cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for my anxiety back when since learning about the law, I have significantly reduced my anxiety because it's all about being on top of your thoughts. But before I knew about the law, I did this course. You had to be referred by a doctor. And in the CBT course, they did this one exercise where you just use your senses and you sort of identify things that you can see in the room, things that you can smell in the room, things that you can touch, just to kind of ground yourself. So you could try that. I don't know what that exercise is called, but you name like 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell. I don't know. I don't remember the exact name matched up with the sense, but you get the point. You're looking around your surroundings and you're just grounding yourself by thinking. It's just diverting your attention, basically. So whatever gets you to a neutral space, doesn't matter what it is. One thing that does resonate with me a lot, Bambi is trying to steal the show here. One technique or thing that does resonate with me a lot is called the Ho'oponopono prayer. Don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's I believe it's a traditional Hawaiian prayer, and if you look it up on YouTube, you can find that it is a song. And I'm not like a huge fan of the song version of it, but it's a very simple prayer that you can just repeat to yourself. Okay, Bambi. Oh my goodness, crazy boy. Okay, do you want to go in there? Do you want to go in there? Crazy boy. Crazy boy. Okay, I'm going. I'm going. Go on. Okay. Okay, so the Ho'oponopono prayer, or however you say that, is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And that really just does the trick for me. If I am in an angry state or anxious or something has triggered me and I've let the 3D has tested me and I have failed. Not failed, but you know, I wasn't able to remain neutral and I've reacted because I'm human, everybody is. So you're gonna have your moments. Anyways, if I'm in that sort of not ideal state, saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, over and over again, it's a soothing, just say it as a lullaby, just keep looping that. That I found has been really, really effective for me in calming myself down and getting me to a neutral space, okay? So whatever you need to do to get yourself to that neutral space, I really recommend that prayer. If EFT is your thing, check that out and you can try that. It wasn't my thing right now. Who knows, maybe in the future I'll try it again. But yeah, that prayer, it really, like, next time you're triggered, like, try that. It really works. Well, it worked for me. And the reason I think it works is because even just the words in there, right? So if you listen to it, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Okay? So your thoughts are always creating. So if something in the 3D has triggered you, you need to remember that you have created this unwanted situation. Okay? So the I'm sorry, please forgive me in that prayer, you're apologizing to yourself for creating this BS, okay? I'm sorry for creating this. Please forgive me for creating this. Thank you, which implies you have forgiven yourself, okay? So you're apologizing. Please forgive me. Thank you. I have forgiven myself, which is a very calming feeling. So realizing that you have created whatever BS it is that's triggered you. It's not about feeling guilty for what you've created, okay? We're not feeling guilty. That helps nobody. You're forgiving yourself for creating whatever that is, okay? I don't know, whatever it is, you did create it. Nothing exists in the 3D that did not first exist in the imagination, okay? Life happens through you, not to you. You're not a victim. Nothing is happening to you. So once you realize that you have created every single situation in your life, and it's not a guilt thing, okay? It's where your power lies, because if you have created it, means you can change it. So it's very, very powerful. Okay, so this prayer, I'm sorry for creating this. Please forgive me for creating it. Thank you for the forgiveness, and I love you. Okay, it's very calming. So I suggest trying that. If you have not heard of that, try it. And let me know in the comments below if you try it, or if you like the Ho'oponopono prayer, or if you like EFT, or whatever calms you down. I'm really interested to know if there's something that I haven't mentioned. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on then. Get in here. Come on. Hurry up. Okay, come on. Anyways. Oh my goodness. Okay. As I was saying, if there's something that I didn't mention here, which I'm sure there is, some things that I haven't mentioned here that could be calming, I'm really interested to hear what works for you. Music, napping, exercising, talking to a friend. I mean, the thing about talking to a friend is that you want to make sure you're not venting about the old story, and that's another thing that probably needs to be a whole nother video. But whenever you're repeating what you don't want, you're creating more of that. So the best thing to do is to calm yourself right down without dwelling on the circumstances, because you don't want the circumstances. Oh, so distracting. Bambi, I can't. Oh, okay, go on then. Go. You don't want to create more of whatever has triggered you, right? So the best thing to do is not to blab about it to anybody. And this is a reminder for myself as well. I'm still learning, like, it's kind of like an addiction. It's a human habit to want to share negative experiences with others, and it doesn't help anybody. It really just perpetuates negativity in collective consciousness. So the best thing to do is to just get yourself to a neutral space without, like, I mean, we all need support, but yeah, repeating the old story about whatever BS circumstances have come up to somebody else, it's not, if you can move forward without doing that, it would be ideal. So another part of calming yourself down is remembering who you are. You are God of your reality. That's not to be taken lightly. Like you are literally God of your reality. Oh, this cat. He is testing me. Come on, then. Get in. Yeah, so you are literally God of your reality. You have the power to change. Whatever these circumstances are that have triggered you, it's an illusion. 3D is an illusion. Old, dead reflection of past thoughts. Nothing serious going on here. It's an illusion. So remembering who you are, reminding yourself of that, of how powerful you really are. Because yeah, sometimes we forget when we have a human moment, and it's like, God is literally in you, and you are a creator. You are the source of creation. So remembering who the fuck you are, and that the 3D is just reflecting old thoughts. You created it somewhere. Oh well, it's malleable. We're gonna put our focus elsewhere. And all that you need to do is to go within to see a change without. Not forcing things outside of you to change, not arguing, resisting. Get yourself to a neutral space. What do you want? And affirm that end. So we're not beating ourselves up for creating this unwanted stuff. And then once we get back to that neutral space, we're getting back on top of our thoughts, and we're thinking of what we want rather than what we don't want. And reminding yourself that you're a powerful creator. That's all I have for this video. I will link the post that I am referring to down below. Please like this video if you got value, share it with somebody else, and hit subscribe if you so choose. I would be so grateful to have you here. And that's all I have for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye. Jubilee. Oh my God, Feline. Let's get our cozy blanket on and get right into it. Manifestation. We're gonna have a little filming buddy here again. Oh. Shit. Okay.